everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be looking at some fragrances that I have added to the collection. This video, we're going to be here for a good time and not a long time. Wink, wink. But we're going to be checking out some new releases and some fragrances that, well, one of them is not new, but it's new to me. If you are interested in a mini haul, please continue to watch. If you are new here, beautiful, welcome to the channel. I do hope you consider subscribing. We have lots of fun here and we smell good too. And if you are returning, hey friend, make sure you are subscribed to the channel as it does help for us to grow. And let's get right into this video. This first fragrance that I picked up, I was a little bit hesitant to purchase it because I was like, do I really want this? You know, I don't know if I like the person behind it. But I sniffed the fragrance and it kind of intrigued me. I was out shopping and I sprayed it on and I even recorded. I was gonna do like a reel about it and everything, but I just never did. But I may pop up some video to show you, but I have visited this fragrance about 3 times and I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and pick you up. I have watched some other reviews on it and they have been pretty positive, but overall I'm going based upon my wearing experience and what I thought about the fragrance. But this is Summer Mink. Let's see, can we focus? Summer Mink, and this is by Better World Perfume House. This is a fragrance created by Drake. Yes, that Drake. So it comes kind of like in this little sphere. This is where the fragrance is, and this is more of the holder. If you want to, it is flat on the bottom, so you can just set it by itself, like you can the smaller fragrance. But it just sits in here like this, and it's really nice, like a nice little sphere, if you will. Now, enough about all of that. We're here for what's inside. What does the juice smell like, okay? This fragrance to me smells niche. It smells almost expensive niche. And it smells like there's patchouli in here. There's like a heaviness, a weightedness, but also a light, not floral, but a light, yeah, like a light floral nature to the fragrance. So to me, this kind of it reminds me of how heavy and light Empatia is from BDK, which is a new release. Empatia is a big, bold fragrance, but it's still light enough to be worn in the summertime or in the spring or just hot weather. It sticks around, but it also projects really, really well. And I think that these two fragrances share that in common. So the notes in here are clary sage, citrus, and petitgrain. In the mid, there's jasmine, sambac, rose oil, and spices. And in the base, there's musk, vetiver, and ambroxfix. So it's the ambroxfix that has this projecting. So this, I think, would be more of a dense, closer to the skin type of scent if it didn't have that ambroxfix in it. But when I tell you, completely blown away. Completely blown away. This is a gorgeous scent, guys. Like, this is something you can wear as a lady if I'm talking to the ladies, and you can share with your guy, or if I'm talking to a guy, this time you can wear. This is unisex. It smells nice on me. I've sprayed this on my boyfriend. We were actually out shopping the first time we seen the fragrance. We seen it together. I sprayed it on him. He enjoyed it. So this is, in my opinion, an excellent fragrance. It is an excellent offering from the house. I also smelled the candle. Well, here's what I will say. Smelling this the very first time, I was more drawn to the candle because I am a candle fanatic. Like, if behind me is a candle constantly burning, always, I have candles all over the house. I was more drawn to the candle, but I sprayed this on myself and it got the wafting. And every time I went into Ulta, I would spray it, or I would look for it to spray it, and sometimes the thing would be dry as a bone. It's literally sold out everywhere. That's how popular it is. But like I said, I kept coming back to this scent and I'm enjoying it. I really, really, really am enjoying it. Super surprised by it. You know what this fragrance kind of reminds me of? You know how there's like a little bit of patchouli down in the base of La Vie Belle? Like, that is a very floral, fragrance. This is not that floral, but it's a floral fragrance that projects, but it has a deep, deep patchouli in it. This kind of reminds me of that in the way the patchouli actually wears. So we all know La Vie Belle is, probably your great grandmother had that in her collection, and it's still a popular scent. I own the scent. I enjoy it. But this one is stunning. I want to know if you have this fragrance, if you have had it on your radar, what you think about it, how it wears. For me, I get about a good 6 to 7 hours out of this fragrance. And like I said, I've worn it on skin several times, probably about 3 times. And it gave me about 6 to 7 hours, but I haven't had full body wears because I'm just getting it in my hands at home. This is just, me spraying my arm, my full arm or whatnot at the store. But this, I think, is going to get ran through. This is going to get ran through. The only caveat I would say is that the lid is just a tad bit challenging to get off because it is a complete circle that's rimmed. So if they had a little lip somewhere here, it might be easier to kind of peel it off, but I'm gonna get into it because I want to. So this is Summer Mink by Better World Fragrance House. You probably will see one of their candles burning in the background real soon because like I said, the candle was candling, okay? Again, Summer Mink, Better World Fragrance House. Let me know your thoughts on this one. Okay, this next fragrance I've actually had since before Mother's Day, and it's almost Father's Day. I just have never opened it. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know why, but I bought the fragrance for myself. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It is the new one from Chanel. Yay! So this is the new fragrance from Chanel. And they wrapped it up for me real nice and all of the things, okay? Look at that. I will unbox all of this so you don't have to hear all of that and show you the fragrance. Here we are. This is Chanel Chance Splendide. This is a very, very fruity floral iteration of Chanel Chance, okay? This fragrance has red fruits, raspberries, rose, violet, and peach at the top. In the mid, there's rose, geranium, and iris. And in the base, there is musk and cedar. You definitely get red fruits for sure. You smell the raspberry in there and a little bit of the peach. I'm very sensitive to violet. I love violet. I smell it in this fragrance. And I think that's probably one of the reasons why when I smelled it, I bought it. I smelled it. They were pre-selling it. I smelled it, sniffed it once. I was like, ooh, I like this. Now, is this anything groundbreaking? No, it's not. But I enjoy it. It's fresh. It's sweet. It smells like springtime to me. It smells very, very easy reach to me. It's grab and go. Oh gosh, let me put some on. So pretty. This is definitely the Chanel Chance DNA. You get that for sure. But as I'm smelling myself, I smell the berries in here. This is a fragrance that I feel like I could easily wear, having a picnic at the park, or if I'm traveling and I want to smell nice and pleasant, I can smell nice and pleasant next to someone and not offend them on the plane. It's a fragrance that I could wear easily to the office if I wanted to. This is gorgeous. It smells like soft girl era. It smells somewhat clean, but it still has, some complexity to it to where it's not just like a fully clean girl scent, but it's easy. It's easy. It could be signature scent. Please let me know if you have this beautiful bottle here. I want to say they gave me some stickers. Let me see if I still have them. So they gave me these cute little stickers right here. Do any of you guys ever put these on your bottles? I feel like it would kind of cheapen the bottle a little bit, but they're beautiful. It mimics the what is it? The camellia flower that they use. And it's, decorated like the advertisement for this particular release. But I don't know, maybe I'll put one of the little flowers on the back of my bottle. But I love the color of the juice. Purple is my favorite color. I'm sure that's to represent the beautiful violet note that's in this fragrance. Again, let me know if you have tried this, if this is on your radar, or if you're like, no, girl, I don't need another Chanel Chance iteration. I am good, okay? Again, this is Chanel Chance Splendide Super happy to have this one in the collection. This next fragrance is by the fragrance house of NOYZ. This release, or this fragrance house, I typically only pick up at Ulta. I have a few fragrances from them. I have Unmute and also 12, I think it's 12 Midnight, the numbers, but I don't know, I guess if you call it midnight, that'd be fine too, but it's, you know, if you were to look at a digital clock, it would be 1200. At either rate, I love those two fragrances. And so whenever I see a new release from the house, I always sniff it. And they had one called DETOUR. And I know I talk about my boyfriend a lot. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. When I'm with him and we're sniffing fragrances, he's a little more impatient than I am, partly because he just wants to get out of there. So he'll be like, just get it. You know, so whereas, you know, I'll sniff and leave and come back to it in a couple days or a week or whatever. And, you know, things like that to make sure I like it. And he was like, yeah, that smells nice. Just get it. So this literally was an impulse purchase. We were out. He said, just pick it up. And so I did. I've had it in my closet for probably a good week or two. And I'm just opening it with you guys. So the bottles that they have are actually really, really cool. They look like this. This is actually the first larger bottle that I have. The other ones that I have are actually travel sizes. I wanted to test and make sure I liked them before I upgraded. But there's these pictures on the inside. So that's actually etched on the back of the bottle and you see it clearly through the front. But this is called DETOUR. So keep that picture in mind as I read to you the notes. The fragrance has Spanish Mandarin, apple blossom at the top. There's gardenia blossom, jasmine petal in the mid, and in the base there is skin musk and vanilla. When I tell you this fragrance, in looking at this picture, literally reminds you like of a scene in a movie where you have this old school car and it's a young couple, you know, maybe either like 18 year old couple or like a 24, 25-year-old couple. And they have an old school vehicle, just like what's in here. And they veer off on the road. They veer off because they know this back road and it's, you know, different flowers and, you know, fruit trees like apples and oranges and just different things. And they're taking this back road just to have some alone time and to take the long way to get there because they want to enjoy each other's company. This smells like fresh air, fresh skin, the smell of fresh fruit, of florals just kind of breezing through the air. It's pretty. It's pretty, it's light, it's something that is also unoffensive. It smells somewhat comforting while not smelling like creamy or anything like that. Like it's comforting, clean. So you still get the brightness of the citruses, but you get the muskiness, the skin musk that makes it feel somewhat comforting. So it's a pretty scent. This is something that I could easily have to grab and go with. Something if I don't want to feel like I'm doing too much for the day, put this on. I could wear this to bed after just getting out of the shower and I want to smell a little bit more than just a skin scent. This will do that. It has the skin musk in here, but it also has some florals and fruits, which give it a little bit more than just your everyday skin scent. So this is super pretty, you guys. I'm very happy to have this in my collection. I think that it's somewhat unisex, leaning feminine, but very pretty. If you've never checked out this house, NOYZ, I encourage you to do so. They offer like a discovery set. I don't know if this fragrance is in the discovery set because it's too new, but I do think they have some great offerings. They're pretty affordable. I want to say this is a 1.6 ounce bottle and it was like $85. Their travel sizes are actually 15 mils. They're not your average 10 mils and they run about $30, I think. And sometimes you can catch them buy one, get one free or buy one, get one half off at Ulta. That's how I bought mine. Okay, so be on the lookout. And also try this brand out if you're ever in store. NOYZ, this is a cool little house. The names of their fragrances are also pretty interesting. Like I said, Unmute, Midnight. They have one called Shitty Day. That's not my favorite, but they have some cool names and some cool artwork on them. So I'm enjoying the house and just discovering the ones that I like. And to me, in my opinion, they're pretty affordable, and definitely majority of them feel like they're unisex, if you will. So again, this is DETOUR by NOYZ. Okay, so this last fragrance that I have, like I said, y'all, we here for a good time, not a long time, is a fragrance house that I've sniffed a few of their fragrances and just have never made a purchase until here recently. This is by Day 3 and it is BANI. This is a mango centered fragrance. The packaging is super cute, okay? And they have a card here, which, you know, make it easier for me to read the notes, but it's the thing is secure inside of here. They said, we're gonna make sure you get what you need, okay? The bottle is very, very nice. It feels very heavy in the hand, luxe and all of the things. Now, I know this brand has had a couple of iterations of their bottle, but I believe this is their newest one. And it feels really, really good. So the notes of this fragrance are mango, mango leaf, and grapefruit at the top. In the heart, there is lily of the valley, coconut, and magnolia. Y'all already know how I feel about a coconut note. In the base, there is sugar cane, sandalwood, and white musk. This fragrance, so let me just say this. Reading to you all these notes of mango and coconut, don't go mango skin, don't go Miami nectar, none of that. This is subtle touches of these scents. The sugar in here, do not go, you know, vanilla 28, don't go nothing Kale. It's not a super gourmandy type of fragrance. Every single fruit, piece of sugar, whatever in here is a subtle scent. So when I spray this out of the bottle, I get something a little bit green and almost minty. And I'm not sure if that is the mango leaf. But this feels somewhat tropical romantic. But when I say tropical romantic, I don't want you to think like super gourmandy. It's so understated and so subtle in the way that this fragrance like projects that there's a romance to it. The coconut in this fragrance is a little understated. Like everything is understated. So this fragrance I absolutely love. I absolutely love, but I don't want to persuade anyone to purchase this and they think that they're getting ready to get, you know, mango skin, that they're getting ready to get mango punch, that they're getting ready to get their life with like a super duper tropical type of scent. It's not. It's the soft, understated, romantic elements of a sweet tropical fragrance. I don't know if I'm describing that well, but I am so glad to have this in my collection. I'm interested in purchasing more from the house. Like I said, I have sniffed a few of their fragrances and, you know, in the past and just kind of not pull the trigger on anything, but happy that I waited to introduce BANI into my collection, and I will be giving her some really good wears this summer. So again, this is BANI by Day 3. Alrighty, you guys, so that is it for today's video. Please let me know what you think about any of these fragrances in the comments, if you have them or if they're on your radar. I am like really excited about DETOUR. I'm almost finished with, like I said, I have travel sizes of 12 o'clock and unmute. I'm almost finished with those, and I definitely will be upgrading them to full bottles to sit with a sister DETOUR. And Summer MINK, literally all of these are fragrances that I enjoy, have wanted, have played around with a little bit before I pull the trigger, with the exception of DETOUR because my boyfriend, he crazy. But at either rate, let me know what you guys think about these fragrances in the comments, and if you plan on picking any of them up. As always, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Again, that does help for us to grow. And please make sure that you are being kind to yourself. Make sure you're being kind to others, and peace and love, y'all. The world needs it. Bye.